YouTube back again, man. You know what I say? Thank you, thank you, thank you for sticking in there. All 7 of you who subscribe to my channel. But man, I appreciate the love. And even if nobody watched, I'm gonna do this anyway. You know what I mean? This is a newly discovered passion for me. And hey, like I said, this is my outlet. This is how I do things, man. So I'm gonna get right into it like I always do. I don't wanna waste any time. Don't wanna waste your time, waste my time. You see the description. So I'm gonna try not to flub the name of this because it's got like 2 names, but it's the neutral gray hyper crimson Jordan 1. And man, I like this shoe a lot. This is a very unique shoe. So this one came out in January of 2019, somewhere at the end of January, I think around the 25th or so. And this shoe was the kickoff for that year for a pretty decent line of Jordan 1s to come out that year. I unfortunately missed out on the shoe that came out 2 weeks later, which is that damn turbo green thing, man. And the prices on that on StockX are astronomical. I mean, you're talking about $300, $400 for that turbo green. And man, if I get my hands on a pair of those. But this video is not about that. It's about this one that came out just before it. And so what Jordan Brand I think tried to do is maybe capitalize a little bit on the off-white, you know, Union style shoes that they have been collaborating with. And so what they tried to do with this one, which I think they did pretty successfully for just a Jordan Brand shoe with no collab, is, you know, they put the SP19 Air Jordan High OG on the side there, which if you've seen an off-white shoe, you know, they say Air on the side here. I've never seen an off-white shoe in person, right? Who really has? But I think it says Air there on the side, and the swoosh is also like disconnected from the body and moved down. And I think on the Unions, what they have on this tongue is the cloth is exposed, or the padding is exposed, and it looks like a manufacturer defect or someone cut the actual tongue up, but that's how it comes. And again, I've never seen a pair of Unions in person either, but I think this is how the Unions come on the tongue. So they try to capitalize with that, and I think they did a pretty good job of trying to, you know, mimic that and put together a shoe that Jordan Brand would put out by themselves. So it also has this material on here, and it's not a suede material. It's definitely not leather, and I don't want to call it nubuck either, but it's just a really rough cloth style material. I'll try to figure it out and maybe put it down in the description if I look it up. And you also see on the toe box and on the actual black part, it's got that wrinkled leather that Jordan Brand would become famous for, you know, as time goes on. So the execution of the shoe with this hyper crimson on the inside, I mean, this orange is just, I mean, I think pops. And it's an amazing contrast when you wear a dark colored jogger or jean. And hopefully that comes through on the on feet. My last 2 videos, unfortunately, like I said, I didn't get a chance to wear those yet. Not for any particular reason other than space and opportunity. But this one I put on feet pretty immediately. Not so much dirt on it, but you know, I mean, I try to take care of my things. But trust me when I say this has been worn, at least indicated by the lace swap. And this lace did come with this shoe. Oh yeah, here we go. And here's the lace bag that came with this particular shoe. You know, I mentioned why the lace bag is important in my shattered backboard video. So hopefully if you've seen that, you understand why the lace bag is important. If not, go back and check that out so you have an understanding of why I highlight the lace bag. But the black lace was the one that was in the shoe at default, and the orange lace was actually the option. And this could look pretty dope with the black shoe, the black lace in it. But that orange, man, just does something to it. I mean, that thing takes it up another level. And I don't get a chance to see this shoe often. You know, full disclosure, I've not been to any common cons or any kind of complex cons, any cons where people are going to be sneakerheads are going to congregate. But I just don't see the shoe that often. And that's why I really especially like it. In addition to, if it was out, it would stand out a whole lot. Now, as much as I actually like this shoe, should you buy? You know, that depends. The price on it is a little bit above retail for certain sizes. I think the last time I checked in my size 11, the shoe sold for $190, but unfortunately it only goes up from there. But this is not a must cop. This is a great shoe to have in your collection. This is a great shoe to say, hey man, check this out. It's unique in its color blocking and the colorways of it. This hyper crimson is definitely something that stands out, and you're going to be noticed. But do you have to have this shoe? No, man. I would say no. If somehow you got your hands on this, maybe on GOAT for under retail, I could pull the trigger on that. But to buy the shoe at above retail value for resale, no. I think it's a dope shoe. Like I said, scale of 1 to 10. I give this a solid 7.9, almost 8. It's not quite as good as the UNCs or the Obsidians that I highlighted in my last couple videos, but it's just not something I think you have to go run out and try to get. You know what I mean? If you're gonna start a collection, if you're gonna try to build something that's worth showing off, you start with some UNCs, Chicago's, or just some Chicago's, some bread toes, some homage to home, something that really stands out. If you're gonna pool money and save money up, I wouldn't start with this. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough, like I said, to be able to have a pretty decent collection. I don't have any super grails in here. I think the next thing I may work on is some Spider-Mans or some Chicago's, but that's a video for another day. But in the meantime, in between time, this is definitely high or hold me over and keep the tide going until I find what I really want to get. So for me, the verdict is good to have, not a must have. So check the on feet. Maybe it resonates with you. Maybe you feel like this fits your style personally, and if you can rock them, man, by all means, go for it. But other than that, thanks you guys for sticking around. Like I said, I try not to take up too much of you guys' time. We're in some hard times right now as far as the climate of the country. Pandemic is still going on. We're not sure when the country's going to open back up. So we want to thank all the healthcare workers, thank everybody who's putting their lives on the line. People going out just to get groceries, that's taking a risk. I have to do that for my family, my wife and kids, I try to get them some fresh air every now and then, but it's tough to get out the house. This is an unprecedented time we're living in. So, like I said, thankfully it's not affecting me so much where I can't still have my passion and do certain things. But, man, we should all be here for one another. And hopefully you guys stick with me, and I continue guys give you guys words of encouragement where I can. Thanks a lot. Check out the on feet. This has been the Jordan 1 Hyper Crimson Neutral Gray shoe, man. Thanks a lot, and take it easy.